Well, we give TCU the respect and credit they deserve. I thought they played well. A veteran group, they knew what they had to do. They didn't lose their poise and composure, and I thought they played really solid for 40 minutes. And then at the same time, we got a very sad group in our locker room. This team is grown used to winning and likes to win, and this game really stung. You can show it by the emotion in the locker room today. So we'll just learn from it and move on.
Coach, there at the end, did you feel like there wasn't maybe enough time for you to call timeout and drop a play?
Yeah, that you can look at that, and I told the guys after, I wish I'd called timeout. 4 seconds is about time to go. You can get 5 seconds. If you get a straight line, you can get to the basket. And 4, a little bit, a shot a little bit closer than what we got. We work on that play quite a bit. We thought we had a better chance. At least I felt like being organized because we knew what we were going to do. Then setting that up after they had a chance to drop their defense. And so, I told the guys, I'm sorry. Looking back, I wish I'd called timeout.
And no Lampkin today for TCU. Do you wish you maybe had started feeding the guys down low a little bit earlier in the game?
Well, no, we didn't have Bacho. They didn't have Lampkin. I mean, it's just where Lampkin gives them a lot of, weapons down low. He's strong, but at the same time, they're quicker and faster when he's not on the floor. And but we did go inside quite a bit. As you can see, both our big guys had quite a few points. So we were definitely trying to get it inside. And I thought Fardos and Campbell Banner did a good job. I think one had 17 and the other 19. So.
And last one for me, you switched to kind of a 2-1-2 or 2-3. What would you say that was at the end, that zone?
Yeah, we just ran it. And again, credit to their offense. We had trouble guarding them. That was very frustrating defensively for us. So we'd worked on a particular zone against them, and it was effective, but it certainly was our second option, and frustrating for our coaching staff that we couldn't do a better job of playing man-to-man defense.
Mark, I know it's kind of difficult to kind of push that off, but I guess with this being so close to March, did this feel like a tournament game, and how difficult was it? I know you mentioned the locker room, but for them to kind of know the implications of the winner was.
And again, TCU had a lot to do with it, but it wasn't one of our best games. I didn't think we were as quick and as sharp as we were the last 2 games, and so these guys been under a lot of stress, and we had a great crowd, and they kept us in the game, and we got down 10. As proud of our guys are coming back. That was something that we were certainly proud of our guys for fighting back and then taking the lead there at the end. So, but these guys have been through a lot, and we're probably a little bit worn out emotionally, and we'll have to regroup for that really very, very tough game at Kansas coming up in a few days.
In terms of Davion making that layup with about 12 seconds, you could have called the timeout. Did you just like the look that he had, or did you just kind of trust the player to make a play for you?
Yeah, I mean, we were calling a couple of sets to get the ball downhill, and we were trying to get fouled since we were in the double bonus. So that was our big emphasis. In the late game, we were trying to, we fouled them. We had another foul to give, and we were trying to foul. And we just didn't do that late. We had 2 fouls to give, and we gave one, and we wanted to do it one other time. And, that's just what happens, I guess, with a young team. It was certainly talked about and emphasized over and over in the timeout. You got 2 fouls, foul, and then again on the second bounce, foul again, and we just didn't get it done.
In terms of what you saw from your team today, defensively, how difficult was that to kind of give up those 80 points? Because I know certainly if you would have played a little bit better, maybe focus was there.
It is frustrating, and this is a team that is growing, getting a lot better on the offensive end. We had a few careless turnovers early, but for the most part took care of the ball. But the biggest disappointment is we just don't have one guy on this team that just loves defense. We just don't have a stopper. At times guys will play it, but we've got to fall back in love with defense, and that'll be the message this week.
Walking with Miles back in the lineup, he would want to bring energy to their offense. Did you think you did a pretty good job on him overall?
Yeah, I thought that he still got 24 points. He's really good at at getting fouled, and it's just. That's another area where we feel like a lot of those fouls aren't fouls, but it doesn't happen with us. It happens all over the league. I guess give him credit for drawing the fouls, but yeah, he's obviously a very good player, and they're much better when he's on the floor.
With that final play, Coach, with how hot Davion was he the guy that you wanted to take that final shot for y'all?
Well, we have 2 or 3 options on that. We have a couple of cutters that what we can throw it to, or it goes back to him if we can't get it to them. So I haven't seen the film if those other guys were open, but anyway, it's just happened to work out that way.
You mentioned the pressure and emotions that's coming around this time of the year. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more talk of the bubble and will you guys make it, won't you guys make it? How do you kind of make sure that your guys aren't getting lost in those distractions?
We just can control what we can control and keep moving forward, try to keep getting better, and try to find a way to win another game.
Coach, you mentioned not having a stopper. If you did have a stopper, would you put him on a guy like Mike Miles and not switch out and just put him on him and say, hey, stop this guy?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, the time of the, and score. But yeah, on a guy like that, we would definitely, and our game plan was to try not to let him catch the ball at times. But it's something it's difficult to get that across. But yeah, we've done that in the past where we just base guarded a player, and that would be one that. But with him, they've got a lot of other good players. I mean, Ball's really good. I mean, all their players can score in different ways, and they don't have anybody that you can just back off of like we were able to do it at Oklahoma and even with a couple of guys at West Virginia.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks. Thank you all. Sorry about that. God bless you. Appreciate it.